Well, good morning, everyone, and welcome to the 11th day of August edition of the AI We Care Team Nowsite Users Group, where we do try, to do our best every week to train and educate people on the Nowsite marketing platform that has many, many facets now. And of course, because it has all these facets, it shines like a diamond because it is. And we're going to go over a lot of stuff today. And as usual, on the call before the call, there was a comment that was made. And yes, there is no grass that grows under Nowsite's feet. It is constantly changing with a lot more coming up and going on. We have a lot to cover in the next hour. So for those out there in video land watching us on the YouTube channel, thank you very much for watching us today and joining us. And I'd like to give a shout out to the 3 new subscribers we got this week. Thank you guys for subscribing, and if you want to, go ahead and share that link with anybody you'd like to. If they're interested in sharing about Nowsite, they can join us here in person, or they can watch us in the comfort of their easy chair and have some popcorn go with it to watch the action and do that. So thank you again, everybody, for being here today in person and out there in cyberspace. Okay, Mary, I'm going to turn over to my able co-host, Mary Beard, who, as usual, is going to go ahead and go over the 411. And I'm your co-host, Steve Patterson. We are both Nowsite founding affiliates. We're also the founders of AI We Care Team. And now we are also founding members of Now AI as we enrolled this week to do that. So hopefully all our time on Nowsite will benefit you in some way to build a more successful business. So Mary, with that, take it away and let's give them all the info they need to know this week.
All right. There's been a lot that was announced this week. I'm going to take and share with you where you can find all the information, and we have a link on our website, which is AI We Care Team. Why? Because we care how you market your business. So this is where you're going to find all tips, tricks, and everything for the month of August is going to be under this tab. Okay. Nowsite has started this year doing a landing page a month that has all of the promos on it and everything that's happened in Nowsite. So not only do you have the reference from our team page, but you also have August 2023, and it's going to be this way for every month of the year going forward. We have an introduction to AI video. You can also, if you're building a Nowsite business, copy this video right here, the link, and put it in your own landing page. The AI beta launch recording has started. Okay, this was released yesterday. We're going to go into a little bit more about that, but I wanted to show you new customers. If you want to build a Nowsite income, this is how you can do it for the next little month. Rest of the month, August ends 17th, so it ends next week. You're going to get the Now AI unlimited plan and save over 60%. What does everybody get? Build your personal brand, generate your authentic social content, write your message perfectly. Regular price is $29 a month, but that's going to be included in their first year. Okay, Nowsite unlimited plan includes, okay, your monthly or your annual price. Okay. I would actually make sure that you have the unlimited plan that includes everything. So do the annual or do the monthly.
Hello. Hey, I'm in a training call.
Can you mute Jacqueline?
Done.
There are going to be live demo calls starting next week. The demo calls are going to be at 11 o'clock Eastern or 11 o'clock Central. 12 o'clock Eastern, can't read and think backwards, which is going to present a question that we're going to ask at the end of this. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday, they're going to release a little something special in each one of these calls that's going to give you a new hint if you haven't already found it in the Nowsite system. Okay, so the Now AI demo call, yes, it's probably going to be recorded. So if you can't make it at that time, check back for the recording because they are going to release a little something special every day in each one of those demos. We are also on Thursday, same time. So if you book out the entire week and have lunch with Nowsite, you can also listen to Ray Higdon, who's going to be our next special guest that joins Justin. So as you most have all already seen, Eric Worre joined Justin on stage in Vegas. And now we have Ray Higdon as a special guest. So he's going after the big speakers everywhere. So we know within Nowsite, we have some of our own speakers as well. They may not be the Ray Higdons and the Eric Worres of the world, but they are to us. So remember, there are a lot of people in Nowsite. There's a lot of people with different talents that can offer you tips and advice. Another reason to join the AI We Care team, right, Steve?
Absolutely.
All right. Early access to the beta for existing customers. This has been extended. You sign up at nowai.now.site. Now, one of the things I'm going to tell you, and I'm going to stress highly on, is once you've signed up for that, this is phase 1. It is now AI beta.now.site, and I will put a link on this on our August page. We learned this morning that this is phase 1. You're going to end up doing this again. So if you would like to take a screenshot or copy anything that you fill in on the descriptions of who you are so that your AI can know who you are. So Mary has an AI, Steve has an AI, okay? Those are the avatars who you're teaching. Now, we learned something this morning that I don't think we've heard before. The open AI for the chat GPT can only retain about 8,000 words. The Nowsite chat GPT is going to be expanded more than that. They're building it. They're also building it so it only stays in the Nowsite system. We're not retraining that chat GPT out there in the world. So when you build your information, whether it is personally about you, which you're going to want to load up some of your personal emails that you wrote, how you think, how you talk, how do you interact with people so it knows who you are, you're going to continually build on that, okay? So if you were doing it on the open chat GPT, it could only take 8,000 and then it shuts down. It won't retain any more than that. So there's another reason that you want to work with Nowsite with the chat GPT, okay? It's going to have more breadth, more volume, more information on exactly how you're going to interact with your team. Steve, you were going to say something?
Yeah, it's I did this right. I sat down and filled it out, and it took me the better part of almost 40 minutes to fill out this form correctly, because although you see your answer only has one line there, it's infinite. You just keep on typing. And you may want to review it and do a little homework before you do that, because depending on your system, if you go out of this and look for something like Google something, you may lose it and have to start over again. So I would recommend read through the questions, doing a little homework, getting your ducks in order before you fill this out and do it. And again, and we state this as much as possible, the more authentic you are and the more that you give AI, the better the results will be. If you put garbage in, you're going to get garbage out. So take your time.
And do it on a desktop where you can open other windows if you need to go look for something.
Mm-hmm.
As you go through this and you say, oh, I need to go know how to spell somebody's name, know how to remember what time in history that was in your history, you have that accessibility. And again, copy and screenshot this so that when the AI does go out of beta, you have already done your homework here and you already have your answers, because you will need to put it back into the system.
Hey, Steve or Mary, this doesn't time out, does it? Do you know?
No.
No,
Okay, good.
This
Good.
is a Google Doc. It won't time out.
Okay, that's what I need to know, because I've done this many times with other things and it times out and then you got to start over. And that's super frustrating.
Save as you go. Do a section, save it. Just from that standpoint, so that you have a Word document, or you can put it on Word and then you can extrapolate from that. So I would occupation, job title, do this kind of work. Now you're going to be able to fill out multiple ones of these as the system comes on. So if you want to wear one of your multiple hats, if you have multiple income streams, do it on one right now, and then you can build on the others, because they will be connected to a business profile, which connects it to the social media, which also connects it to the landing page, which also connects it to the email response. So look at the big picture map instead of what is this question right now. Broaden that out and ask yourself multiple questions if you need to. Okay, this is an interaction conversation. Remember, it's still beta. They want to test this system within the next week. So the more participants that can participate in this between now and next Friday, that's where they're drawing some of their information to make sure that it answers appropriately. They're not going to use every single one of us as we put it in. There's some of us who've already volunteered to say, hey, use my profile. I don't care if you put it on a video or something like that. So there's already some of those people doing that. If you'd like to participate in that, let Steve and I know, and we'll pass it up to Cheryl and say, okay, you can use this profile. Okay.
Were we emailed these, or or do we just go to this website?
This is a Google Doc. So you just hit the submit button and it disappears and it goes to Nowsite.
Okay, so we go to this website. So what I'm asking is, like, what, when we sign up, was this
Okay.
sent to us, or do we just go here? Is what I'm-
You go here. This was announced yesterday.
Okay, gotcha. Okay. So this was an email sent to us saying, "Hey, go here." Is that?
I
what
don't think it.
no,
it ma-
they haven't put out an email.
They haven't put the
Okay,
email
gotcha,
out yet.
gotcha. That's what I
So if this is the first time you're hearing it, it is now AI beta.now.site. I will have the link on the team page in August under the August tab so that you can reference back to it.
Yeah, I'll put it in the chat too, Mary.
Okay,
And-
thank you.
And
Good.
to
Rick,
sign
yeah.
up, and to sign up for this is a different link, guys? for the-
Yes. To sign up for this. Sorry, that was open. You are going to go to early access, which is nowai.now.site. And that will add $19 to your monthly, or $190 if you want to do it annually. So that Google Doc looks like this.
Actually, they'll prorate it for you.
Yeah, it will be prorated for the first month, depending on when your billing cycle is.
Mhm.
190 or 19, fill out your name. It's very important that you use the email address that you sign on to Nowsite with, otherwise they won't know how to match you up. Okay, so that's where you fill out your email address. If you would like to download the frame and put your picture in it and post it on social media, you can download the profile frame here, add your picture to it. And if you would like also that picture to show in the directory, I've added mine to the directory. Okay. The directory is something that you can find on the team page. And if you need to connect with one of our subscribers, one of our members who've also volunteered to be part of this, and I see why, Catherine, you're not on here yet.
I
It's
know.
not-
Sorry.
It's an about me section and you send it to me. So you're going to share the page with Mary E. Bird at att.net, and then I'll drag that block over and put it onto the directory. Okay. This is available to any member or any adoptee that has come into our AI We Care team to be found on the directory. It is optional. Okay. Hold on just a second. I have any messages that I needed to.
Johnny's got his hand up.
Okay, I'm sorry. I was trying to rush through the chat and see if you'll manage the chat, Steve.
Okay.
Yes, Johnny.
When I filled out my form like you were just showing this morning,
Mm-hmm.
it took me a while to do it, like Steve said. But after I sent it in, I got an email from Cheryl that had all my answers on it on an email.
Okay,
Just so everybody knows that.
perfect. So you don't, I always recommend saving it just in case. But yes, those answers should come back to you. They didn't mention that this morning, but that's a good tip. Thank you.
Yep.
All right. We've talked about the promo. Use 49 or 490 as the code for anybody between now and the 17th to sign up for Nowsite. Some of you have thought about putting leaders like Tony Robbins into your array of people you're aspiring to or that you're working like and you admire. Right now, focus on yourself. Focus on being the most authentic you when you fill out that paperwork. Okay. Don't focus on their profiles. Build yours. Truth be told, Nowsite's probably going to build that avatar anyway. Okay. So that when you want to, let's think light years down the road, like 3 weeks, 4 months, you can actually put your goggles on and have a conversation with those people because their avatar is set to exactly how they would answer and exactly how they would mentor someone on a business question, on life questions. Okay. So focus right now on building the best you AI is possible. Okay. Don't worry about going after some of the giants of the world or even going after Kwan and imitating or adding his content, copying his books. If you do have content right now out on YouTube, you're going to need to translate that and load the transcript into the AI. But those are some things that are coming in the future. Work with you right now on the best you AI you can have. Okay, but keep your mind open that there's going to be several other paths that you can take, such as if you wear multiple hats and do several different jobs or have multiple income streams, you're going to have an AI for each one of those. It's not going to be tomorrow, but I like that leadership. Jesus is one. It's not going to be tomorrow, but it will be very soon. Okay, like Steve has said, and others have, grass does not grow under Nowsite's feet. Never has, never will. Okay, they are in the frontier of this AI system. And if I didn't say this already, the AI system has a block on it, so we're not training that outside GPT. Okay, all of our information is staying within the Nowsite community. Okay. It's not a two-way highway. Any questions on that?
Mary, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Could you put the link again to sign up for the AI to actually pay for it? I think I put a typo in the URL. Can't get there.
Oops, so did I.
Well,
Now
Mary's doing
AI.
that. speaking of no grass.
Mm-hmm.
So I was on the call the other day and before the now AI rollout beta, and Justin was going over all the new interfaces that will be coming to the platform. So they're going to change. I thought I had the screenshots. I can't find them. I apologize.
Okay.
Okay, but what they're doing is they're simplifying like the now what page. It's going to be
Which is the home screen.
home screen, which can be very simplified. It's going to be a box. You're going to be able to do multiple things from it. But the important thing I took away from it is they're doing this, all this interfacing on the different parts of the platform. One, to take advantage of AI in general and to integrate it through the system. But more importantly, to interface now AI into the platform. So for example, like as a now AI subscriber, so when my platform comes up, there'll be areas that'll say where I can integrate my branding into what I want. Not only just AI, but my personal branding. And so that's going to be significant. So you'll literally have, like, if you don't have now AI on the platform, it'll be grayed out on yours. But it's going to enable you to basically do that. It's right in the first part, Mary.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to get it to come up here. So. Okay.
AI. Great.
Yeah, here it is. This is the new interface.
So this is write a message at, let me move forward just a little bit.
So, just front and center for a reason.
Yeah, here you go. Social media is going to be incorporated as well.
So anything that you're going to do, and by the way, I told you last week that these buttons have changed. Okay, on this side. The AI is no longer pink until you hover over it. Social media, you can write a reply message. Your daily checklist is over here. You've got 14 more from October 7th that are hiding behind this, so it's not that real long scroll anymore. Your contacts are here. Your team listing is here, and you're going to be able to add more teams. Your marketing, websites, email, all of that is down here in the corner. So your total page is going to get redesigned when you log into Nowsite. Go ahead, Steve.
Yeah, so I mean, they're bringing it all together because what's going to happen here probably in the next month is the complete integration of constant mapping, the CRM, which will go ahead and exactly, it will go ahead and work with social media marketing as well. If you move the tape up a little bit longer, you're going to see where they show you the social media posts. We can go up a little bit farther, Mary. Yeah, here it is, create a social media post. So the 3-click marketing is going away, and this is what's going to replace it here. So
And
very
it's gonna,
simplified. Yeah.
it's going to give you a suggested image, or you can use your own image. Write a short text post only, caption on my image, a long text making it a blog. What's your objective? Select your profile, select your tone, and remember you can select multiple tones. And then what do you want to post on yours? And then generate.
And then AI will generate it for you. And there you go.
You even have the emojis in here. Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, and X.
Twitter.
Formerly known
Formerly
as
known
the
as
bird
Twitter.
Twitter. So those all things, you can go back through this video. It is on the August page. And this is something Nowsite hardly ever shows us, is the back end of the system. So take a few minutes, listen to Roman and Justin really geek it out about here. Okay. So that's 25 minutes into that video. So,
But
anyway,
it's worth really watching the first, 20 minutes or so of all this platform change and how it's going to integrate. And you're going to be able to see how all the pieces are starting to come together and cohesive to make it a simplified, unified platform that's becoming more and more personable to you. Not in general, it's becoming your platform, not just an outside platform, but your platform. It's going to learn you. It's going to do everything for you based on who you are. And like, for example, in that social media posts, it's going to write as it's you. So you'll have your tone, your inflection, your humor, everything else that you put into social media and doing that. So that's coming in the next 4 weeks, all that stuff, and the integration of all that. So now AI becomes a very integral part of that, because that's going to bring you into the platform. And, because it's going to learn you. And also all that information about you is private. It's segregated. It's not in the universal ChatGPT 4 system, nor is it in the universal Nowsite system. It's only on your platform. In doing that, that's why you really want to be honest, truthful, and authentic, and everything about yourself when you go ahead and do that. So, yeah, it's exciting stuff. It really is. I mean, I couldn't have even envisioned this 4 months ago where this was going. It's just amazing.
no, we didn't have any idea where this was headed. Sometimes Steve and I put our heads together and go, okay, we've got enough clues. We can figure this one out. This one kind of got both of us. So in saying that, enjoy the journey, take the process, take and really think somebody brand new is sitting on the other side of the table with you. What do you want to say to them? And that's going to be what's said to every new person that comes along, that joins your team, that joins your crusade, that joins whatever you are doing, becomes friends with you. Okay. So do take the time. If it takes you an hour, it's not a race. It's about the details. Okay. So this isn't slap it together first and throw it out there and see what sticks. This is really building your foundation. And this may be your first run at doing this. Okay. Taking a deep dive and looking to see what your profile looks like when you run your own email and address and pull your own profile versus what do you really want to correct in that profile? Because right now they're going to be able to edit that text going forward, but this is the original text box that you need to fill out.
And for those of you who do a lot of video, either on Vimeo or on YouTube, you're going to be able to upload all your videos to AI, unlimited, and it will transcribe and caption them and will learn you from your videos.
Right now you have to do the transcription and upload it that way.
Yeah.
But it will get to the video stage. So pretty exciting.
So it's going to, learn through your facial, facial motions, and yep, there you go.
Yeah.
And who you are. But also it's going to, it's going to get all your hems and ahs and what, yeah, all that stuff as well. But it's going to learn your speech patterns. It's going to learn how you talk. Because when it gets to the point where you're using that Steve AI as a chatbot on there, it's going to respond to you just like you're talking to me right now.
And for all of you that wonder, when the chatbot answers for you, are you going to get the message? Yes. You can either correct the message as it comes in, just like a regular chat, and fix it once, and then it's fixed forever. Or you don't have to answer that team member that says, what's today's promo? What do we get today if we sign somebody up? It's going to answer that for you. You're right. A little crazy and a lot scary.
Mm-hmm. Okay, well, I mean, that was a lot to digest, Mary. As usual, there's always a lot every week.
There
And
is.
and trust me, we're running as fast as we can to learn this and how to apply it, and talking to other people we know that do what we do, and figuring out what some of the challenges are in doing this. One of the things that they are doing, they did share last week. Can't remember if I shared this or not, but all the quick start videos on the platform are being redone to integrate all the changes. So you may want to go in there and check it out and see if they've done all those changes yet. And I would recommend, if you can on your schedule, grab a sandwich, bowl of soup or whatever, log on at 11 o'clock and take in the demo sessions next week.
Which brings me back to my original question we were going to poll from those that are here live. Since Nowsite is doing their final call at the same time we start on Friday, how does everybody feel about moving our call just a little bit later? And I'm thinking the 1 o'clock Central Time frame.
Right. That would be noon Mountain, 11 Pacific, and 2 o'clock Eastern.
And I don't do polls on here, so let's either take a 1 o'clock, put a 1 in the chat, or a question mark for another time. Okay,
Looks like 1 o'clock is a winner.
1 o'clock is the winner. All right,
Oh,
so
we got 1 to 11.
we can't do 11 o'clock Central, Lisa, because that's the same time
Yeah,
Now
it's Now
Site's
Club.
doing theirs.
Yeah, they do Now Club call then.
That's at 10. Steve.
Okay, so we'll send out a notice that next week's meeting will be at 1 p.m. Central.
And it will change on the front page of
Yep.
AI We Care Team.
Your major resource page for everything Nowsite. And again, you can also pick up these recordings at our YouTube channel, which is AI We Care Team. And you can search for us, and you can find the last 2.5 years of archived meetings going back where we talk about all things Nowsite. In the meeting before the meeting, if you happen to be here, we did talk about how much things have changed since 2021. Going back and look at some of the old archived stuff. And speaking of changing, we'll be looking at probably, we weren't going to do it in September, but we're still making changes.
Mhm.
But whenever they slow down a little bit, or maybe we'll take parts of the platform and we'll start doing some application videos that we call them. So not just this is how it works, but this is how it works, and this is how you apply it. And this is how you make it work for you and what you do. And then a little bit more about how to use AI and some other things too. Important. One of the things that Baz did a great job about 4 weeks ago, about a month ago, on how to prompt AI. I would go back 4 or 5 weeks and take a look and see Paz's presentation. It's an excellent presentation on how to prompt AI and doing that. So again, you heard me say it earlier in this conversation, prompting is going to be incredibly important. If you put garbage in, you're going to get garbage out. You need to learn how to talk to your personal assistant. And that's what AI is going to be. It's going to be your mini-me. It's going to be you. And it's going to start doing something that I used to admire in my executive assistants when I had them. They could read my mind and predict what I wanted before I did. And if you treat your AI right, they're going to give you hints or make suggestions to you on how to market yourself correctly based on input and doing that. So
Right.
it's going to become another you. Baz?
Can I just add to that, please, Steve?
Sure.
If you're doing video and you are bored of repeating the video 10, 20 times before you get it right. There is a site called Descript, and it is a chargeable site. It's only about $11, something like that. It's not very much, but you do the video once and you program it for your voice. It will take out all the ums, all the ahs. You can rephrase the script and it will adjust it. So it's as good as it's going to get when you are giving a presentation or if you're doing a repeated video. One of the things I'm currently doing at the moment is building a landing page in Nowsite with a video on it, using Descript, introducing myself, what I do, problems I solve, etc., etc., etc. But I'm not repeating that process. So I'm going to have a landing page with a video saying hi with my links underneath it. Schedule a call, lead magnet, call to action, whatever it is. And that way you're not going to repeating something. If you have a text message conversation with somebody, hi, send that link, away you go. You're not going to repeat yourself, and it gives all the information within that landing page, including the video, so people can see your face. I hope that's helpful to somebody.
Yeah, Baz, if you put that in the chat so everybody can see it.
I'm in process of doing it. I'll share it with you, Steve, when I've completed it.
Okay, perfect.
No,
Thank you,
be
Baz.
strict, BE or be strict, spell it.
DE script, DESCRIPT.
Descript.com.
Yep.
Yes, Lisa. All right. Does anybody have any other questions for this week?
I have one. Have they done away with the 60-second website tab? I couldn't find it. You know where it creates a website in 60 seconds?
No, your 60 seconds is when you build your business profile and then you go ask it to create a landing page or a website or a sales funnel.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's in the pink box.
all right, thanks.
But you have to pick the item that you want it to build, and then it takes 60 seconds to build that page.
Right under the business profile.
Mhm.
Hmm?
Okay, so it had changed there, thanks.
Okay. Any other questions out there?
Then let's do our favorite part of the meeting. Tell us about you. This is your time to take 30 seconds, 2 seconds, whatever you want to take, and tell us what you do and who you are. So this week, I'm going to start with Johnny.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm getting a little better at talking on here, so step will be some videos down the road. So I get more comfortable with that. So, but I'm promoting Nowsite right now, and I'm also promoting a like a savings plan on your supplements that you normally buy, that you take every day. So could save up to around 70% off of that stuff because of the high, what do you call that? High price they put on things to
Mhm.
make, I call it greed, but when you can get it cheap
Commerce.
and better stuff, that's a good thing. So, and I'm also working on another project, which is called Daily Pay. So if anybody wants information on that, I can pass that along. So just send me a note if you're interested or want to find out about it. I can do that. So my business is growing slowly.
Thanks, Johnny. Now I'm going to skip over to Steve.
Oh my gosh. So I wanted to share something this morning too quick. I just read a really good book because we're into this self-branding, and I'm going to make a recommendation on this book. I just finished it last night. It's called Badass Your Brand. It's
Bye.
Yeah, it's I can't remember her name, but you can find it. It's available on Audible or Kindle, Amazon. It's not that expensive. You can get the Audible book, or you can get the regular book. If you get on Kindle, you get both if you want. But it's really about doing that because I'm really taking in about this brand change. So I'm rebranding my business, and so my business basically is working with small to medium businesses, helping them develop marketing strategies and business plans to get either to get them moving in the right direction, or if they're having problems, providing corrective action packages to do that. And I use Nowsite as a digital marketing platform. As part of that, I also use another company called Intuitive, which is a higher end digital program that allows me to have a lot more tools that are more surgical in nature, although they're a little bit pricey. And then I also use a software program that helps me design the business plans. So they're in a presentable format that you can take to a bank for a loan, present to investors, whatever you want to do, that'll give them all the information they need to look at your company. So that's part of Patterson Consulting Partners. And the other part of my business is PCP Digital. And what we do is I do Nowsite basically all day long. Mary, go ahead. Thank you.
And I put, before I get to Travis, I put the book title in the chat. So badass is one word,
Yep.
your brand.
Yep.
Travis, you're up next.
All right, thank you. Well, as you well know, I do the ERC program, and we just hit a milestone. We hit $10 billion back to businesses, and we've done 60,000 businesses now, and just met last week with the IRS in Washington, D.C., and they pretty well told us that about 97% of all the businesses will qualify under the supply chain issue. Excuse me, and about 70% of the businesses still out there have not taken their ERC money. And then we just launched a new texting program for specifically for real estate companies, where they can use a QR code to list a home. And in that process, they can buy that for $200 for the whole year. And as they sell a home, they can shift to another home. So that's going really well too. Thank you.
Thanks. Baz?
Hi. So thank you very much. Firstly, I'm Baz Porter. I'm a life and business strategist. I help businesses and people go from where they are to that next level, creating generational wealth and impact and legacy within your business and life. And I partner with people who are aspiring to go to the next level. Thank you very much for your time, Mary and Steve. I appreciate what you do.
Thank you. Richard?
Richard dropped off.
No, I'm here.
Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. Thought
I
you
just
dropped
had to run and do a quickie Zoom call with my VAs. I'm all discombobulated being out here in California. Not that California does it to me, but the time difference. And last year, I was fortunate to meet up with Baz when he was still living out here. So we had a great time at Oceanside Beach together. So I miss you, Baz. We'll get to see you this time around. So I'm Richard Schreiber. I am a software aficionado. I nicknamed myself the Software Whisperer because my real skill set is helping bring clients' visionary software needs to technically based DevOps teams. And often the lines of communication get really snagged in there because those folks speak two different languages. I speak both, and I have decades of experience working with organizations from Goldman Sachs to small startups and entrepreneurs, helping them get their software products delivered, implemented, supported, and conceived. So nice to meet everyone.
Very good. Thank you, Richard. Jacqueline's going to be my next one, but she is tied away on another call and can't talk on this one. So I'm going to introduce Jacqueline Norfleet. She's an insurance agent. She also does Live Good and is doing well in both. Catherine, you're up next.
Good morning or afternoon or whatever part of the country you're in. My name is Catherine Pierce and I do health and life. And one of my specialties is really introducing people to the single biggest benefit in the tax code. And that gives you control, options, flexibility, and certainty, and removes stock market risks and tax risks, and gives you guaranteed tax-free income, removing a lot of the rules which IRAs and 401ks give you, which tells you can't remove your money until you're 59 and a half, all within a tax-free policy within the policy. And one of the books that I recommend is called Money Smart by Ron Petronovich. That's a mouthful. I can put it in the chat. Great book, and really talks about how using life insurance and really kind of beating the tax code is probably one of your single biggest benefits to beat the IRS. So I'll put it in the chat. Thank you.
Thanks. Is it Andre?
I think it's Audrey. Audrey, you there?
Yes, good morning. It's Adrian.
Hey,
Adrian,
okay.
oh,
It's not showing on the screen, sweetie. I didn't know it was you. Good morning, Adrian.
Good morning. Yeah, all is well. We are revving up to get the hair industry up to date with technology and how it can be used to help them create multiple streams of income, whether they're in the salon or barbershop or beyond the chair.
Okay. Thank you. That's been a big project. You and I've worked on that several months now. So it's launch time. It's go time.
Absolutely.
Guillermo?
Can you hear me?
yes.
We can now.
Okay, good, because I'm technically challenged today. I'm sorry I was late this morning.
You're okay.
My name is Guillermo Alonso. Currently, I'm a real estate / insurance agent down here in Miami. Retired about 3 years ago and basically just wanted to become a bum in the sun, but that didn't work out. Found out I needed a little bit more of an income. And basically right now, what I want to do and what I'm trying really hard to do is to get this company, get Nowsite off the ground. It's somewhat frustrating to me because I talk to some insurance agents, I talk to real estate agents, I show them what we got, they pat me on the back and send me on my way, but I'm still hanging in there, trying hard, and just glad to be here. And I'm waiting for more changes. I know we change practically daily in Nowsite, but that's exciting to me.
Yes. And Guillermo, you might want to, when you're showing this to insurance people, such as myself, you might want to show what you're doing in the insurance field to gather clients and communicate. Sometimes they need to see the visual before they can see the concept. So we've made several different profile pages. You can go in and build a new one with AI, or you could call Steve or myself and we can help you walk through some that we're already using, or at least I'm using. He's not more insurance than I am. So reach out, we'll help you.
All right, thank you.
All right. And I am Mary Bird, and I catch anything that is for a business. I am a solution solver. So I don't pitch products. I pitch the fact that I can untangle that knot and help you be a better business person. It may be something I have in my toolbox. It may be something like this meeting right here, where I can pull and connect different people together for that answer. So think of me as your connection, and I help people get together and solve their business problems. Okay, along with using the Nowsite system all day, every day, no matter what I'm doing.
Yep. So with that, thank you everyone for joining us today. And those of you who came before the meeting, that's awesome. Those of you who are going to stay a little bit after the meeting, we have a couple more minutes. We'll meet after the meeting. And then for those out there in video land, like and subscribe us on our YouTube channel and spread the good word. Give people a link to our site, and maybe they can be where they need to be in digital marketing, because every business, whether you think it or not, you need digital marketing today in order to survive out there in the cold, hard, brutal marketplace to make that brand work for you and doing that. So you might as well have the tools to do it right. So with that, we're going to say adios. This has been the episode of August 11th, 2023. This is the AI We Care team, Nowsite users group, and we meet here every 11:30. Now going to be 1
1
p.m.
Central.
time. So you're all the way near the end. Look for a notice on that. Also, you can also, when you subscribe to us, we'll let you know, let us know whether you want to join the AI We Care team as well. Either Mary or myself, and we'll add you to the list in doing that. Okay, with that, we'll say goodbye. Adios.
Thank you.
Goodbye.